What am I doing? What's up, nerds? I'm Joshua Talby, and today we are going to continue work on the Dr. Doom bracers. Now, I had a little bit of a snafu last night. I was working on the left bracer, practicing some of the things that I wanted to film today, and I had an idea that I thought I was going to have to do. Turns out I didn't. Changing cameras. Sugar. I need to get it better. Anyway, where was I? I thought I was going to have to do something special with elastic in order to get my arm through it, because I always forget that my hands are bigger than my wrist, and it's hard to get through the... That's dirty. I made some modifications to the design, and turns out I don't need that. So I was like, oh, I'll just take off this elastic that I just glued to this foam. And yeah, look at that. Just ripped the living crap out of it. So that's useless. Fortunately, the right bracer is still in okay shape. I am going to have to make a whole new left one, but such is life, you make mistakes. Anyway, today we are going to be reinforcing the seams. This is a very straightforward process where you take cloth or some sort of material and you lay them on the inside of the seam with glue, blah, 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 to make them stronger so they don't fall apart. Let's watch. For starters, here's just the quick modification I made to the bracer. I just made a small pattern, just cut out a small section of the wrist so that I can actually fit my hand through the wrist area. Man, I'm saying wrist a lot. Wrist. Anyway, super simple. I just made a pattern, cut it out. Boom. Donezo. So now we are just cutting out strips of cloth. These don't have to be any sort of specific width or length. They just need to be longer than your seam. If you want them to be, they don't have to be. This is completely 100% up to you. Okay? Don't freak out. Next, I'm going to lay out the strips and I'm going to soak them with contact cement. And even though contact cement you can get in like a gel form, I'm using the gel form, fabric and certain materials will just soak the crap out of it. So you really need to make sure that if you're using contact cement on fabric, that you make sure you soak, what is the word I'm looking for? Drench? So you may have to do like 1 or 2 coats, maybe 2 or 3 coats. I think I ended up doing 2 coats of contact cement on the cloth. Then I just put contact cement over the seam on the inside of the bracer, wide enough to accommodate the contact cement soaked cloth. And then I just did the normal thing. I just let them dry for a bit, and then I carefully placed the cloth so that the seam was in the middle, so that there was plenty of fabric on either side. That will help strengthen that seam. This is a messy process. I suggest you wear gloves. I don't, because I don't mind being dirty and getting glue on my hands. I feel, as a creative person who likes to craft things, it's a sort of show of pride to have paint and glue bits on my fingers and on my clothes, even though that drives my mom crazy. The other thing I did that I accidentally did not record was that because I thought I was going to have to put elastic down one of the seams in order to get my arm through, and then I ended up not having to do that, I re-glued the bracer back together and then glued the inside and put another strip of cloth on the inside of that. Which means I ended up with this. Let's see if I can show you the inside there. You can kind of see those 3, there's no light. You can see the strips of cloth running down the inside of the bracer. And like I said earlier, that will just help strengthen these seams. Strengthen the seams so that they don't pull apart as easily. Now this is still curing, so I really don't want to put it on yet, because I don't want to pull apart anything. I want to make sure these are nice and strong, because I don't want to damage it like I did the other one. In the next video, we're going to start working on the outside of the bracer. Now, I'm not quite sure what I want to do. I know there's some more details I want to add to it. I've been looking at a bunch of reference material, a bunch of different photos and concept arts of Dr. Doom to kind of figure out what I like. I finally found one that I really do like, and I'm going to be mostly going off of that, but there's some things I still want to add and change about it. That's it for today, guys. As always, please like, comment, and subscribe, and if you got a minute, share this with your friends. Bye, nerds.